car won't even start.
Leave your textbooks at home.
Trying to find the information for this vehicle.
In here, the syllabus is structured around 4 wheels and a steel frame.
This is going to be the key to you guys figuring out these evals.
Many of the students are straight out of high school,
It was that or business, so I chose this.
seeking an education
Trying to find the wire color for the pressure sensor.
without the hefty price tag.
A lot of my friends are actually like 4 years going to U of L, Bellarmine, and they're like, I got $60,000. I'm like, zero.
Like 21-year-old Joel, most are already employed at Louisville dealerships.
The money that they can earn while they're here in training will pay for their entire education.
All will have auto technician jobs when they graduate.
We have a job before we go recruit. Every student has a job.
Many will work for Toyota, a company that's partnered with Jefferson Community and Technical College in order to get skilled technicians.
I really have no more training to do with them. They come out trained on the Toyota.
In less than 2 years, they're full-time.
It takes them only about 6 months to work up to a flat rate technician to where they're really being able to make really good money and support families or whatnot.
Filling Toyota's need and giving young people a career alternative.
Maybe not wearing his seatbelt. I want to be able to say for sure. Rangers are bad about it.
Like the driver of that one.
When the Elizabethtown Police Force is fully staffed, there are 49 sworn officers.
93 up to 63.
This year, the department is losing 8 of them.
Very rarely do we lose this many officers all in one time.
Sergeant David Figgett says it's just coincidence as so many of the department's officers are set to retire in the same year.
When you lose that many officers, we really need to replace those individuals.
Let me check your license. I'll be back with you in just a minute, okay?
He says the community shouldn't worry. Current officers are stepping up to fill the void, but in the meantime, E-Town Police have stepped up recruiting efforts.
The city's not going to be affected by this manpower issue. We're just putting on a recruiting effort, trying to get as many applicants as we possibly can to get these folks hired, trained, and back on the road.
The officers retiring are seasoned, many of them having served 20-plus years and on special teams like narcotics and negotiations.
It's a hard hit to lose somebody with that kind of experience.
And it takes about a year to train new recruits.
We are looking for service-oriented people, and I can't stress that enough. We're looking for folks that are wanting to give back to their community or wanting to serve the community.
Sergeant Figgett says the police department has the resources to properly train anyone, but they need the right types of people to come forward. He says now is the best time.
We can teach you, how to fight. We can teach you how to, chase after the bad guys, the vehicle pursuits. All that stuff is here. What we can't teach and what we're looking for in an individual is somebody that cares.
It doesn't matter if it rains because we are holding the world egg-eating championship of the world.
This is the first ever hard-boiled egg eating competition.
We're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1,
No real strategy on this one. Just eat as fast as you possibly can, as much as you possibly can, and try to beat Joey.
I'm not going to overstuff my mouth. I won't hesitate to drink some water, help swallow. I'll just get into a rhythm, control my breathing, do the same thing over and over again. Just hopefully I'll come out on top.
He has eaten 6-12. He has broken the world record.
The challenge is you eat hard-boiled eggs, you eat 2 or 3 of them, and everybody tastes a little bit of sulfur, a little bit of weird taste. I'm going to be fighting a lot of weird tastes towards the end.
The food doesn't exactly break down in your mouth. I don't know, it's going to take technique, but I think at this point we're also looking at capacity.
3 little bites, then swallow the egg.
The strategy is to eat fast and not stop.
You are witnessing history here in Radcliffe. Let's go, Joey! 4, 3, 2, 1. The once and future champion of the world with a new world record. Never before in the history of humanity has it been done. You saw it here today with 141 hard-boiled eggs.
141 is an awesome number. I just got into a pretty good rhythm and the crowd was pushing me.
So the master switch on, hold to the brakes.
This is where Joe Jewell feels at home. Controls in hand, eyes focused, soaring above the earth.
I just love the freedom. Going up to fly, it's just nothing like it.
The Academy at Shawnee Senior was just 17 when he got his private pilot license. It's a journey that started 4 years ago.
You can start to see the skyline of downtown.
Beginning in Steve Kane's classroom.
He has a terrific drive. He works very hard at what he does.
Working so hard, he was the first in his class to earn the license, and that's reason to celebrate.
My first flight with my first passengers, without an instructor, I took my mom to Frankfurt for her birthday dinner.
Since then, he shuttled friends to Purdue for a college visit and even took us for a spin above southern Indiana. By now, he's used to slightly nervous passengers.
I was kind of looking around, you know, where's the instructor? Is there going to be somebody with us? Nobody was there.
Jewell challenged Academy at Shawnee principal Houston Barber to see what the school's aviation program was all about from the cockpit.
And I said, you know what? Put the proof in the pudding. You know, let's see more about how this program really operates, and let's go for it.
Some of the things that I said to him probably made him nervous, like if the door flies open, don't get panicky, you know, just close it back. It's happened before.
I said a little prayer just in case, but I will say we lifted off perfectly, and it was just amazing.
The pair spent the afternoon in the air, flying to Madison, Indiana and back.
I was impressed. I was very impressed.
The Academy at Shawnee's flight program has been around since the 80s. Students can come from any school within Jefferson County. They go through ground school in the classroom and then get in-flight experience at the Clark County Airport. It's a unique program in the state and country. Flight instructor Steve Kane says it's even well known internationally, but not so much in Jefferson County.
For some reason, the population here can't get their arms around it or whatever, that down here in the West End at a beautiful high school, we offer aviation as a career path.
It's a career path Jewell plans to continue in college. He has his sights set on Embry-Riddle in Arizona.
I love this program. There's nothing better than flying to me.
So pay attention to the pilot of your jumbo jet in a few years. It might just be Joe Jewell. Sarah Finney, WDRB News.
Thank you for calling. Is your furnace working?
Call after call.
If you'd like to get that scheduled today.
From people living without heat.
The lower the temperatures go, the more our calls increase.
Let's do it.
And for those callers, furnace repairs and replacements are on the way. A replacement that couldn't come soon enough.
Let's get it up in place.
For this house, where the temperature inside is a chilly 42 degrees.
Unbelievable busy. It's that time of the year.
And the installers are already pushing a 60-hour work week.
We've been hitting work about 8 in the morning. We've been averaging about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Bryant Heating and Cooling says the freezing temperatures mean all hands on deck.
Prop it up a little bit there.
24 hours a day with everyone working overtime.
We have to be here for our clients when we need them. And that means that we're not leaving at 5 o'clock.
Let me go around to the back here.
But they can offer some advice for those who don't want to be left in the cold.
Number one, make sure that the windows in your house are sealed the best they can. You're not making excessive trips running in and outside to the car or something like that, because that's going to bring the temperature down. Make sure the filter is changed. And just make sure that you're paying attention to your furnace.
They say their runs have doubled in the last week, and they expect the high volume to continue.
It's been busy. We've just been getting a lot of no heat calls. So
with more cold in the forecast.
These football players are getting taped up, laced up, and coached up.
Circle up
for the biggest game of their lives.
10, ready, go!
Concentrate.
Go! At the Louisville Flyers practice, you won't see precision pass routes. Receivers might drop a catchable ball.
Keep running.
And the quarterback overthrows a receiver every now and then.
Get it, James. It's all right.
Ready?
Break. But in their classification, the Louisville Flyers are the best team in Kentucky. As a matter of fact, they are back-to-back Special Olympics state champions.
Some understand better than others, but they're very intelligent. It just takes them a little longer
to learn things.
I just got to pass right to back to Jerry. Ready?
Right. The recent state championship qualified the team to play in the Special Olympics USA Games in New Jersey.
Get it!
The players range in age from 18 to 46.
If you can't commit and catch it, at least try to knock it down.
And as the senior member on the team, 46-year-old James Brown always offers leadership and encouragement to his teammates.
I tell them, let's go ahead and win the whole thing. No. Just join your life one time. Go ahead and win and get over with.
It makes me feel good. I threw 5 touchdown passes in 2 games in regionals. Feels like Brent Favre.
The Flyers practice 3 times a week at Seneca High School against a group of volunteers from the KFC Yum brands.
Nice, James. Good tackle.
Offense.
The volunteers push the athletes to be the very best they can on the field. But at the end of the day, the coach's message to his players going into the biggest game of their lives is not to go out and score more points than the other team. It's simply this.
They like to win like everybody else, but if they've come out here to play football and they've played one down of football, they've won.